Good morning, St. Martin. Welcome to TVCARiB in the morning. I'm Ashana Haley. The Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sport, ECYS, has issued new guidelines to ensure the smoother administration of future foundation-based education, FBE, examinations. According to a press release from the ministry, the need for the updated rules arose in May when an unanticipated postponement of the FBE exams highlighted the need for clearer planning to avoid unnecessary disruptions. During a meeting with school boards and managers, two key issues were identified to be addressed. Firstly, it was noted that several Group 8 end-of-year trips had been scheduled immediately following the FBE exams, leaving no flexibility for unforeseen circumstances or delays. Secondly, the Inspectorate of Education reported that a number of schools had not submitted the required deviations for these trips in a timely manner. To prevent a repetition, the ministry has now issued the following guidelines. No school trips are to be scheduled during the 2 weeks of FBE exams and FBE makeup exams. These weeks must remain available to accommodate any unforeseen or necessary adjustments to the exam schedule. Also, all deviation requests for school trips must be submitted to the inspectorate at least 8 days in advance. As schools generally plan these activities well ahead of time, the ministry expects timely submissions, with any changes or updates provided as needed. These measures are intended to enhance efficiency, prevent last-minute challenges, and protect the integrity of the FBE examination process, concluded the press release. The ministry underscores the importance of cooperation and accountability across all stakeholders, as these are essential to the successful completion of the academic year and the overall quality of education. The Prime Minister of Sint Maarten, Dr. Luc Merselina, has wrapped up a series of high-level meetings in Curaçao aimed at strengthening the island's fiscal stability and regional cooperation. On September 10th, he attended the extraordinary general meeting of shareholders of Saba Bank Resources, where he stressed the need for sound governance and revenue opportunities to ensure the company's sustainability. Dr. Merselina also represented Sint Maarten at the annual general meeting of the Dutch Caribbean Air Navigation Service provider, where discussions centered on financial planning, aviation modernization, and workforce opportunities. He emphasized balancing shareholder returns with investments in modern air traffic systems and called for job creation and training for Sint Maarteners. While in Curaçao, the Prime Minister met with Prime Minister Guilherme Pisas to discuss economic resilience, energy transition, and regional security. Dr. Merselina said strong partnerships are key to securing the stability and prosperity of the Dutch Caribbean. Can you eat your way to a longer, healthier life? And if so, what diet might best foster longevity? Over the past decade or so, a long string of studies has added to the evidence that a Mediterranean-type diet may do wonders for the body and mind. Today, we look at what this type of diet can and cannot do for our health and lifespan. Who, by now, has not heard of the many benefits of the Mediterranean diet? Characterized by a reliance on fresh, whole vegetables, fruits, and legumes, with a moderate amount of oily fish. This diet seems to help with everything from weight loss to better heart health. In 2025 alone, different studies have found that a Mediterranean-type diet is linked to better brain health, a lower risk of cancer, lower blood pressure, and even a decreased risk of chronic constipation. Research looking at how a Mediterranean diet may help protect memory, for instance, has suggested that it has a unique and beneficial effect on the gut, which could influence what happens in other parts of the body. Actress Anna Friel testified in court about her experience with stalker Phil Appleton, who left her feeling threatened and shocked over nearly 3 years. Appleton received a 15-year restraining order and a 24-month community order after pleading guilty to stalking Friel. Between January 2022 and December 2024, Appleton sent Friel numerous messages, visited her home multiple times, and left unwanted gifts, including empty cigarette packets. He would blow kisses and mouth "I love you" at her home's CCTV cameras. Friel, who did not attend the hearing, expressed in a victim statement that the experience was alarming, especially given the prevalence of stalking in the acting industry. Appleton first met Friel during a walk with her daughter in Windsor, and believing he had worked with her, obtained her email address. His messages began in April 2022, escalating to declarations of love and marriage proposals, despite Friel's attempts to ignore him. In late 2023, Appleton visited her home in a dinner jacket to invite her to a ball. By December 2024, he was caught looking through her window and handed an empty cigarette pack to Friel's daughter to deliver to her. He was arrested the next day after returning to her home again, where he left more gifts and was seen making affectionate gestures at the camera. Following his arrest, Appleton was admitted to a mental health facility and was later released in February 2025. He expressed remorse for his actions through his lawyer. The court mandated that he must not contact Friel or her daughter and must stay away from their neighborhood, with his compliance monitored electronically for a year. Thank you for watching today's edition of TVCARiB in the Morning. Until our next edition, have a great day.